MaxSpeedTV would like to thank our partners here at MaxSpeedTV, starting with Colby Eye Paints. If you're in the market for a new paint job for your car, check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook. Need a replica paint of your real-life car? Colby's Eye Paints has you covered. Check out Colby Eye Paints on Facebook. Also by Hershey Design. Hershey Design Company is your one-stop graphics shop. If you're in need of an iRacing paint, league, team, or business logo, or want the logo on some sweet swag, hit up Orion at the Hershey Design Company. You can find them on Facebook by searching HERSHY Design Company. Also by the Sim Speed Shop, simspeedshop.com. You can check them out for all your iRacing sim needs. Ohio IndyCar League jumping on board this season with as an official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV. They are also accepting not just patrons from Ohio, but from all over. Also, iBog for all your iRacing broadcast overlay graphics done specifically by Jason Allison, one of the masters at it. So thank you to Jason. And also, last but not least, Wise Guys. You can check them out at Reverb Nation. That is spelt with a Z. So check them out on Reverb Nation. We would like to thank all of the sponsors at MaxSpeedTV and partners.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Assist to the front bumper, and he hits him again now. Rayon Fowler into the outside wall.
Gonna pass nearly 3 cars down that front straightaway. and he's going to get them all done with. What amazing.
Lead to the inside goes Logan Cloudman is going to touch in. Pit press sideways. What a save.
Looks to the outside as Tronke goes off. De Jong into second place.
Going for the switchback. Oh, pinpoint driving.
It's Howley down to the inside.
He's trying this contact though.
Slide left to the racetrack. Chris Benner drives it back down underneath, and he takes that second spot right back. Joker goes to Garrett Lowe.
Garrett Lowe should take victory with all that contact. He's going to try and make the move around the upset the Paravolca. That's not going to work, but he's going to try and get the cutback here. Get the run out the Paravolca. That's beautifully done there. Michael Schumacher, there's a little bit of door banging as well.
MaxSpeedTV would like to thank our partners here at MaxSpeedTV, starting with the Colby Eye Paints. If you're in the market for a new paint job for your car, check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook. Need a replica paint of your real-life car? Colby's Eye Paints has you covered. Check out Colby Eye Paints on Facebook. Also by Hershey Design. Hershey Design Company is your one-stop graphics shop. If you're in need of an iRacing paint, league, team, or business logo, or want the logo on some sweet swag, hit up Orion at the Hershey Design Company. You can find them on Facebook by searching HERSHY Design Company. Also by the Sim Speed Shop, simspeedshop.com. You can check them out for all your iRacing sim needs. Ohio IndyCar League jumping on board this season with as an official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV. They are also accepting not just patrons from Ohio, but from all over. Also, iBog for all your iRacing broadcast overlay graphics done specifically by Jason Allison, one of the masters at it. So thank you to Jason. And also, last but not least, Wise Guys. You can check them out at Reverb Nation. That is spelt with a Z. So check them out on Reverb Nation. We would like to thank all of the sponsors at MaxSpeedTV and partners.
Yo. What?
All right. Well, that's not the way we wanted to start tonight, but here we are, Martinsville. I've got Keith up in the booth with me. And, oh man, Keith, that's not how we wanted to start tonight. Not even a little bit. You know what I mean? I wanted to get this thing started nice and smooth. I have a couple of things I want to do tonight. And here we are right in the middle of qualifying. Nobody's out there, though, so I think maybe they've already kind of done their qualifying. We've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 drivers that have not qualified yet. And that's how it starts tonight, guys. I'm sorry. And there's Keith. Okay.
Yep, I'm here. Just waiting for you to get done. It was, you know, technical difficulties. You gotta love those.
Yeah, and it looks like I'm still trying to figure it out here. I'm getting volumes and stuff all set. We got no action out on track, so the cars are going to be nice and quiet right now, as they should. Keith, if you don't mind, just maybe tell everybody where we are again here tonight. Well,
we are with the Blazing Pedal Series here at Martinsville Speedway, and as you know, short track racing, everything is high. The tempers and the action and the drama. So I'm looking forward to a really good race tonight. Looks like we have 29 drivers registered, and 20 of them have taken time so far. It looks like, unless somebody else comes out with a very blistering lap, Travis Brown with an 18.784 is going to be our pole sitter.
Yeah, they had some speed out there in that qualifying. Might as well go ahead and take a look here, because let's see, an 18.785, just 4 100ths off from the track record here. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was a blistering lap. And the nice thing about these the cars that they're running is that they're pretty good at these little tracks. So I expect to see some fast times and some good hard racing.
Yeah, and you know, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to get this thing going. And again, I do apologize, guys. Technical difficulties, they happen. If you could see what my monitors look like, you'd understand. But we're getting ready to go here. We got less than a minute to go before we go to the green flag, and there's something I want to take care of very, very quickly. I had a message this evening, and it turns out that looks like one of our members here in Blazing Pedals, he has a very close family friend that was diagnosed with breast cancer. Her name is Phyllis. I want to definitely send out a shout out. Brandees is the driver that we're talking about, and Brandon Dennis, I guess, is what he's probably going for here. But certainly, Phyllis, our thoughts and prayers are with you, and we hope everything turns out very, very well for you. So that was a message I got this afternoon, and I've got a couple more, so we're going to be kicking those off later on. But again, Phyllis, good luck and battle hard. That's the way to do it. All right, the top man on the pole tonight is going to be the 01 driver, Travis Brown. And Travis had a heck of a run there, that 18.785. Doesn't get much better than that. And I think we're going to go ahead and hit the grid. So Travis Brown on the pole, like I just said. Mike Causey Jr. outside pole. Rosemary Townsend starting in third. Kyle Gilbert fourth. Ashton Slice starting in fifth. Ian Hayabuck in sixth. Kevin Foster seventh. Ryan Walsh eighth. Tyler Gary, Lee Olson 9th and 10th. Blake Decker, Aaron Bockover 11th and 12th. Corey Sherman, Tyler Duggan, they're sitting 13th and 14th. We got Sam Baumgarten, Taylor Fry 15th and 16th. Travis McChisney and Caden Atkins 17th and 18th. Brian Dees, we just mentioned him, so there he is. Brian Dees, Terry Foster 19th, 20th. Mark Arthur 21st. Aaron Ramon 22nd. Dalton Kilroe, Bryce Lewis, 23rd, 24th, Tyler Rowland, 25th, Brandon Dennis, 26th, Rob Nickel, Noah Van Hoot, 27th, 28th, and Ty Morosco starting in 29th position tonight. 29 cars here tonight on the paper clip at Martinsville Speedway, and this thing's about ready to get going.
Yeah, our pole sitter Travis has chosen the outside line to start this race.
And that's a little unexpected, honestly. I figured very start of the race, green track, probably want to go to the inside and use that outside lane as, how do we say it? An extra 4 tires. That's how we're going to say it.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of is that he's going to try to just dive bomb into turn 1 as soon as he gets the green flag. So we'll see what happens.
All right, here we are. Travis Brown getting ready to get this thing started. 200 laps here on this half miler, and Travis Brown launches forward in the 01 heading into turn 1. This is a short track. We're going to have our eyes busy trying to keep up with all the action here tonight, Keith.
Cars are fast, laps are fast, tempers get lost fast.
No doubt. And there's a lot of cars out there too, so there's going to be some good battles. Well, right now, Travis Brown and Mike Causey Jr., Rosemary Townsend, those are your top 3. We're going to go back a little further.
Oh, we got a spinner already. Looks like he managed to save it. The 56 car got really loose.
And I saw that in some of the practice here. These cars, if you get on the gas just a little bit early in the middle of a corner, that thing definitely wants to come around. So if he saved a good job there.
You know, and the one thing you really got to be careful with too is that you don't get too far on the inside. You hit that curb and your car is done.
Yeah, the curb, the apron, none of these things are your friend here at Martinsville. Kyle Gilbert in the 58, you saw him get on the gas a little early, the rear end wiggled, he had to come out of it. Oh, he slides into the corner. Kyle Gilbert not liking the handling of that car as he goes up close to the wall after sliding through 2 corners in a row.
That is not the way to lay rubber on this track.
Ashton Slice in the 68 gets a little tap from Ian Hayabuck. Habiuk. I gotta keep saying that in my head. Nonetheless, it was a 16 getting into him. He should have a... Oh, Lord, yeah. Checking in on the 83, that's Kevin Foster. Kevin Foster had one on the inside of him, and he looks to fend it off. The 26, Tyler Gary. Tyler trying to take position. A lot of positions changing very quickly. Just trying to keep an eye out here. Ooh, big wiggle. And the 44's around, the 28 goes around, one into the wall. Well, we are under caution. That was Aaron Bockover, I believe, who got started in on that. We're going to take a peek here.
It looks like the 44 may have gotten just a little too aggressive there coming into the corner.
Now you see him going 3 wide, and honestly, the 85 had no place to go. The 53 gets a little touch of it, the 17, the 4, and they just short track racing in the corner. You don't have a place to go, and this track does not self-clean.
No, it certainly doesn't, and you get into a situation like that, it's almost impossible to get out of it. But the nice thing is that even with a little bit of dent, a little bit of damage, the aerodynamics at Martinsville don't make a difference very much.
No, they do not. And I just want to shoot a shout out to everybody out there watching us on MaxSpeedTV. I know it was a bit rough getting started, but here we are, getting it going for you. And we are under the first caution. I want to send take a peek here. We are on board with the 12 car. That's Mark Arthur. And if you look at his hood, he's got a different hood tonight. Not the foul zone that we're used to seeing, but a happy birthday. And it's true. Terry Foster, driver of the 86, celebrating his birthday tonight. And Terry, this one's for you.
Oh, I wish I'd have brought candles.
Getting it done early here tonight. Happy birthday again, Terry. He did say his age earlier, but we're not gonna tell anybody.
Just know that if he put as many candles as his age, there would be a fire hazard. And just remember out there, it's not the age, it's mileage.
Well, he's sitting here in a sim, driving in circles, doing lap after lap. That equates to mile after mile. So, what was that again?
Maybe I should just stop talking now.
Lap 13 of 200. The nice thing about this track is the cautions are going to go by pretty quick. It is just a half a mile track, so it doesn't take them long. And here we are. The yellow lights are off. We're getting set to go back to the green flag. Travis Brown started this one on the pole, started on the outside. Looks like he's going to do it again.
That worked for him the first time. No reason to think it won't work for him the second time.
And this time he doesn't have to wait for the green. He's in control of the field. The pace car comes off as they go into turn 3. You see the inside lane a little bit slow there. And Brown hits the go pedal. They're off and running.
And Kyle Gilbert is not being very patient. He wants to go, 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 and he's got pushing Michael Cozy around, saying, "Get out of my way."
Well, Gilbert had a really awesome car last week. It just didn't have a finish to go along with it, unfortunately. But he was there. But he's not happy with that car. That car loose again. And again, I can't say he hit the apron because you can't do that with those bumps there, but my goodness, he is all over them.
Yeah, and you have an ill-handling car at this track, it makes for a very long night.
Looks like the first 10 to 12 cars have kind of got nose to tail, except for, as I'm saying now, we have a battle for the lead, and Cozy takes it over in the 78. Michael Cozy has a nice move, gets around Travis Brown. Now Brown has to gather it back up and see if he wants to fight back this early in the race or kind of let him go. We're going to see about that.
That was a textbook pass at Martinsville.
Mark Arthur in the 12 car is a man on the move. He started in 20th, or a little over past 20, and they all stack up. Mark Arthur drops to the bottom, makes a couple of passes out of that deal.
Yeah, that was a wreck that just didn't finish.
Yeah. So started 21st, currently 13th. He's got a couple of cars right ahead of him. He dives that 12 down low. He's following the 88 of Dalton Kilrow right now. And I say follow, I mean push. Mark Arthur definitely on the move.
66 car just hits the wall. Corey Sherman hit the inside wall coming into turn 1, but gathers it back up.
Some good damage on that left front. Michael Causey Jr. out front. He started in second. He's currently a leader, and he's got a gap 1.76 seconds right now. And that thing is getting bigger and bigger. Ashton Schleiss started fifth, currently third. We're in the caution.
Out.
Terry Foster, the 86. We just talked about him. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Terry Foster. You need repairs. We'll go back and take a peek. Koozie? I think it is. The 19 and the 86 get together. Oh, back out on track. Oh.
Not the way you want to spend your birthday.
No, and Mark Arthur actually got lucky on that deal. I don't know if you saw it in the end there. He came in and just barely stopped before hitting the wall.
Oh, and that 86 machine is just destroyed.
Yeah, it's driving different.
Luckily, these guys do have one fast repair for tonight's race, so he's probably going to have to use that.
2 cautions for 7 laps so far. 1 lead change. It was between the 78 and the 01. They just swapped positions. And the 78, that's Cozy. He was actually pulling away. He had almost a 2-second gap there when that caution came out.
Yeah, that was he got the lead and he took off, and that was the end of that. So we'll see what line he decides he wants to take for this restart.
Right now, just trying not to get into the lapped car ahead of him.
Yeah, everything about this track is narrow.
Yeah, we're actually on board right now, just so we can kind of take a peek at just how narrow this thing is. I'll tell you, they have 2 sets of lines down saying that this thing is 3 wide. No way.
No. You can go 3 wide, you just can't do it for long.
Right. RFK, how are you tonight, bud? Good to see you out there.
Hey, I didn't see him in there.
So far, this many drivers, the fact that we're only on caution 2 actually says a lot about this league.
Yeah, with this many cars and as hard as these guys race, they still do a very good job keeping it clean. But as we all know, Martinsville has a tendency to create cautions.
Yeah, because what was once a kind of nose-to-tail field, they are stacked back on top of each other. And they've got no place to go if the guy in front of them messes up, so. The 78 leading the way on the outside. He has control and hits the go button, and he is off. And that's actually giving the 26 car, Tyler Gary, a chance at second place here. Him and Brown fighting it out. The 26 thinks a little better of it, slows it down, gets to the low side. Ashton Schleiss all over the track. Gilbert just inside of him. Schleiss got that car loose, was able to gather it back up, but he's lost 2, maybe 3 positions at this point. As right now, the Rosemary Townsend is on the inside attacking, and that's Sunoco Chevy. And we've got a caution again. And I'm not sure. Not sure where that one came from, to be honest with you.
No, I missed it too. I did not see where that happened. I mean, Martinsville does have a tendency to throw the cautions out quickly, even if something didn't really happen.
The big thing I'm going to be wondering tonight is, and we haven't seen it as an issue yet, but with this many cars, sometimes this track produces some black flags that don't really belong when you're coming down pit road.
Yeah, the race admins are going to have a busy time clearing those out, you know, because it's very, very twitchy here.
We start looking through the field just a little bit. You can see this track's already starting to take its toll at 56 with some pretty heavy damage to the rear end of that car. Ashton Slice with same thing. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I was going to say, you know what they say about this track. If you don't have damage, you're not racing hard enough.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you almost want to use the wall to help you turn at the end of it all.
Exactly. In race adjustments, I like to call them. Not too many people taking advantage of the yellow flags yet. I think, you know, they really don't have a lot of tire wear yet. Plenty of fuel.
Yeah, I was told about 70 laps on a tank of fuel.
Yeah, they're running 50% today, so that's about right.
Yeah. You know, that would make this one a, two-stopper if they can do it.
Yeah, and the more cautions you have, the more fuel you save, so there's always, you know, maybe if they get enough cautions, you might see some people trying to make it on one stop.
That would be a heck of a thing to see.
Yeah, it would.
But I think, yeah, it's already beginning. The 78 machine clutching that car.
Yep, they're already in fuel save mode. They know that if they get enough cautions, they can certainly give it a try. And why not? It's early enough in the race, you can take a gamble.
Pace car lights going off. We're getting set to go back. Green flag racing. Michael Kuzi up front in the 78. New challenger on the outside of the first row. Tyler Gary, Travis Brown in third, and Kyle Gilbert. Kyle is in fourth. This is the first time we've seen the leader actually stay on the bottom side, so this is going to be interesting to see how this goes.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, obviously, since the leader controls the race, we'll see what happens. Here they come. Green flag back in the air.
Wicked start from Kuzi. Kuzi goes around. The 26 gets into the rear, and that's not a good spot. Oh, my goodness, they all stack up. Pace car didn't even get a chance to stop. He comes rushing back out. The 78 heavy damage. We're going to go back and take a look, see if we can figure out how many cars were out there and were a part of that one.
Oh.
You see it, a 78 gets a pretty good bump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I count 7.
Yeah, that's what I see too. And, you know, we always talk about the big tracks having the big one. Well, that's kind of the big one at Martinsville. Everybody's all stacked up, especially at the start, and there's nowhere to go but into somebody.
So I don't know if that was a case of maybe spun the tires, didn't have enough momentum going in, a little impatience.
Hit the brakes too soon. The other guy couldn't check up in time.
Yep. So many different possibilities, but one possibility that is happening right now, Michael Kuzi coming down pit road. He's looking for service.
Yeah, that car took a beating, so he's definitely going to need to get some of that fixed.
Yeah, up front, Tyler Gary. See that front end damage, it's there. He couldn't get it woed up fast enough to stay off in the back bumper of Kuzi. Again, want to thank everybody for coming out. This is Blazing Pedals, the K&N series presented by Foul Zone. And there's the Foul Zone car right there, the number 12. That's Mark Arthur. He's currently sitting in 15th. Started 21st. Started 21st.
Got into a minor incident earlier, but otherwise he's doing well.
I don't know if many cars are going to come away from this one that haven't been in a minor incident.
No, I don't think so. And after 41 laps, we still have 21 cars on the lead lap.
3 more, only 1 lap down, so a chance to get those guys back on the lead lap. Now, unfortunately, it looks like Terry Foster and the 86 has called it a night.
Oh, on his birthday, that is such a shame.
Well, for the first time, we're going to start taking a peek at what new tires can do versus old tires. We have to look back to the 8th position, number 72, to find the first car that came down pit road. He's got 4 fresh tires on there. Or, I guess, fresher tires, not fresh. He did come down pit road, but it looks like it was a little while ago.
Fresh is relative.
Back up front. It's Brown and Gary. They're battling it out. Gary takes off in the 26. And it was like he caught everybody napping. Nobody able to keep up with him.
Yeah, he shocked the whole field, but he's just off. He's gone.
And it looks like Brown starting to reel him back in just a little bit, and he's got Rosemary Townsend right behind him in the 56. The 06 down pit road. Top 4 cars starting to really spread it out now. That's Gary, Brown, Townsend, and Schleiss. And you see a slight gap back to 5th. That's Blake Decker behind him in the 72. Lee Olson.
Yeah, Mark Arthur making his way up to the top 10 now after starting 21st. Big mover so far.
Yeah, Arthur in that 12 car looking pretty good out there, really. Oh, we got a car. It's at the 9 car. Tyler Rowland, he got a little loose, had to gather that car back up. The 78 goes to the outside. And Mark Arthur looking to gain a position as well, and does so coming out of the corner. That's a tough pass right there.
It certainly is.
It didn't look it, but if you've tried it on the outside at Martinsville, oh boy, that wall comes out of nowhere really fast. Very nice pass.
And he made it stick, and that was a really good move on the outside. You don't see that a lot here.
Mike Kazi has led 28 laps right now, marred back in 8th place, trying to get around the 16 car in Habeuk.
Hey, I think he got that one right.
You know, I had to warm up. That's all.
Yeah, I get it.
Cozy around the 16, and Mark Arthur trying to do the same. Mark Arthur has worked his way up now to, I believe, 7th? 8th.
8th place, yep. He is on a mission.
Back out front, Tyler Gary and Travis Brown. The gap is starting to close a little bit. There was 0.3 of a second just a little bit ago, now down to 2, and you see him in the corner. My goodness, Brown was just on his bumper. Slightly different line these two drivers are taking coming out of the corners.
Yeah, it seems that Travis likes it just a little bit more off, but then Tyler Gary kind of goes a little higher coming out of the corner. Whoa!
Oh, the 26 hits
to him.
them. And we're under caution. I don't think that was going to be for the lead. I think we're going to get it back. Oh, wait a second. What is going on? I'm showing under caution. Yeah, here comes the pace car.
For the 91.
Okay. For the 91, we'll go back and take a
91 just loses it a little bit. Coming out of 4 and stops in the middle of the track. It brings the caution out.
Got to go back just a little further, I guess. And not gonna let me.
Now we're gonna see some pit stops.
Yeah, I would expect pit stops are incoming. Dalton Kilroe in the 88 leading the way around.
And he decides to stay out.
Oh boy, that could be a huge mistake.
That is a bold move.
Kilroe has come down pit road once, but it was 33 laps ago. The driver of the 53, Sam Baumgarten, had come down 25 laps ago. Ty Marasco in the 1 car had come down 34 laps ago. Are these guys just getting a wave around? I think that might be what it is. These drivers, I think, were all a lap down.
I'm not sure. I guess we're going to find out here in a minute.
It's not how it's being scored.
No, it's not.
But I don't know how they would have gotten ahead of Gary.
Well, they didn't pit, and Gary did, so...
Oh, yep, there you go. That's possible.
Yeah, so these 3 guys did not pit. Everybody from them back looks like they did, so... This could be a very fascinating restart.
Tire spin is real here. This track is flat. Right now, lap number 59, 142 to go. We've had 23 caution laps, 5 different cautions with 3 lead changes.
And I don't know about you, but I think that 53 car is a little too clean. I think somebody needs to hit it just to make it look better.
He has kept it pretty clean. And maybe that is why he's up front.
Maybe. This is going to be a really interesting restart. Hang on, folks. This is going to get good.
The 88 on the outside is your race leader. He has control. Dalton Kilroe leads him around the corner and punches it. The 88 takes off, and I mean, he is gone. 7/10 of a second lead, and we're under caution.
Out.
Don't know if it was all him, but I'm looking at the 66, Corey Sherman. We'll go back, take a peek. Corey Sherman was actually holding back. He got on the gas and just the car got around. Nothing there. No damage, no nothing. So he'll be able to continue on.
Spun her out.
And Dalton Kilroe, my gosh. That restart was about as good as it gets in that 88 machine.
Without a doubt.
The paperclip really starting to show its effects. You see the 4-car coming around to get a lap. But your leader, the 88, front end damage, rear end damage. The left side looks clean.
That'll change soon.
Gary in that restart worked his way up to second position. Baumgarten was in second on the restart, back to third. Ty Morosco, the 1 car, he's fourth. And Travis Brown, who had led 16 laps earlier in this race, running in fifth. So we talked about it at the start of the race. This track will bite you if you get on the gas a little early. And I think that's exactly what just happened to the 66. I think Corey Sherman just tried to get on the gas a little bit early. You saw he was holding back just a little bit, like he was going to try and get a run. And I don't know if that would have worked out any better for him, honestly. It's short track racing.
Yeah, and this track is such where even if you get it on just a tiny bit early, you're going around. These cars have a lot of power, and it's not afraid to use it.
So as the cars think about starting to double up, looks like Kilroe is going to choose the outside. Pace car lights shut off.
All right, here we go again.
The one person who didn't really want to see that caution was Kilroe. He had a 0.7 of a second gap going into the corner.
Well, let's see what he can do this time.
The 88 comes around 4 and launches again. This time the 26 looks to be holding onto him.
The 56 car got hit.
56 around, we're under caution. And this is cautions breeding cautions. We've talked about that tonight as well. This track's so good at that. And tempers and everything else that starts happening on these short tracks. Oh yeah, that started way ahead of the 66. That was nobody's fault.
Yep.
You know, it wasn't his, that's for sure.
No.
Or hers, rather. Rosemary is her name. Definitely wasn't her fault. It started way up ahead of her. Somebody had to check up, and nobody gave room for it. And so we go under caution again. This one makes 7. We climb on Dalton Kilroe's front bumper just to kind of take a peek at that pace car. I think I see a little bit of wear on those tires on that pace car here tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely been getting a workout, that's for sure. Oh, now when they get one to go, take a look at how Dalton Kilroe restarts. He seems to back off and then jump forward. And I think that's kind of what's starting to get these guys all stacked up behind him.
All right, we will definitely do that. And it looks like he's going to start on the outside again. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to go behind the 68 Ashton Schleiss. I think that'll give us a pretty good view of what's going to happen up here. Pace car lights are off. We're going to get ready to go green flag racing. We're hoping for a stretch here.
Yeah, these guys could use a good long green flag run.
Yeah, they need it. They need it bad. And one of the major reasons why is kind of let those tempers cool down a little bit.
That's right. Let them get into a nice groove. All right, here we go.
Boy, if he backed off, it wasn't very evident.
Nope, sure wasn't. Not that time.
But he got a really nice start again. That outside line doing the trick for him. Tyler Gary in the 26.
Oh! They're stacking up back here, 53 and 16.
Oh, we got 28 flipping down the old straightaway. Oh my goodness.
That's going to leave a mark.
What a run for Caden Atkins. Barrel rolling that Pennzoil machine down the straightaway. We're going to take a peek at that one. Oh, I hate it when it doesn't go back far enough. Oh, I hate that. Not gonna let it. Well, maybe it will. Let's see. Here we go. On board the 28, and he gets into the 16. The 16 pops out. The 85 gets into the 28, and then, oh my goodness, the 17, and then that car's junk. That 28's done. Finally comes to a rest on all four. Wow.
Well, the good news is that he has a faster pair to use, and he used it.
Yeah. It's a brand new car.
Brand new car.
So one major change in the top three, Tyler Gary in the 26, able to get around Dalton Kilroe right before that caution came out. And that position stuck as he is now your race leader. Kilroe back to second, Schleiss is in third. The 72 car, Lee Olson running in fourth. Ty Morosco, great job from him. He started 29th, currently running in fifth position. Blake Decker in the 92 and 6. Mike Causey Jr. in the 78. He had led a bunch of laps in the beginning. He has not been able to get back up front yet. And these cautions definitely not helping his cause as he's sitting in 7th place. Ryan Wash. Ryan sitting in 8th position. Travis Brown also has led some laps in this one, sitting in 9th. And Sam Baumgarten rounds out your top 10. And the switch gets lowered for the lights on the pace car. We're getting set to go back green flag racing as the Pace car leads him through 1 and 2 and then down the backstretch. Pace car drops in. The 26 car pacing the field. He is your race leader. The 88 Dalton Kilrow trying to take advantage of the inside line. Not able to do it. The 26 takes off. Got a car that was blinking. I believe that was the 1 car, Ty Morosco, blinking away there. That's not something you want to see on a restart at Martinsville.
No, not at all. Oh, we got more contact in the back of the field here. But it looks like everybody gathered up. All right, keep going. And the 56 goes around again and brings out the caution.
And this time hits the tow button, the 56, on pit road. When we see it again, they just get extremely stacked up. And it looks like the 9 car got into the 56 and then into the wall. So under caution again here at Martinsville. And I think this time we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. Yeah. All right, we are right now on lap 85 of 200. This one is going quick, despite the number of cautions we've had. Half-mile track, each one about 18 seconds or so. And we have had a few lead changes. We've had, what, 4 different drivers that have led this one. So when the green flag is out, they're actually getting some good racing in here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when they're at speed, the racing is really good. They just got to settle down a little bit and get into a groove, and we're going to see some better racing.
All right, so the top 3 has changed again. Tyler Gary up front, the 26. The 72 of Lee Olson sitting in 2nd position. The 88 Dalton Kilrow is back in 3rd. Olson has not led a lap yet. Kilrow has. Behind them, Ashton Schleiss and Blake Decker. And we'll round out the top 6 by adding Ryan Wash's name in the 19 car.
Good to see some different faces up there.
Well, if there's any pit strategy going on, I don't know what it is at this point. I really don't.
There may not be one yet.
Yeah, I don't know that there's been enough time. I do know this, Tyler Gary in charge of the field. He's getting ready to hit the go button. And he does from the inside. Tyler Gary takes off. The 72 Lee Olson that was on the outside, not able to hang. Dalton Kilrow moves up to 2nd, and now the 92 Blake Decker battling with Olson for 3rd. Olson with a good job on the outside, able to maintain momentum and stays ahead of the 92. We're under caution again. Ian Hayabuck, Habiuk.
You got it, you got it.
And Taylor Fry getting involved in one. And both drivers able to continue on. Well, I'm starting to not want to bring this thing out because right now it's been out 10 times, but here we are. 10th caution of this one, 48 laps under caution. We got 110 laps to go. We're almost halfway through this one. 4 different lead changes, Keith. So again, we just talked about it under the last yellow. When they're running, there's been some good racing going on. We just had a pass for second. So Kilroe's going to be starting on the front row this time. But these guys just need to calm down a little bit. This is a short track. They need to let the separation happen and then pass from there.
Yeah, I think if these guys can get a long green flag run in, you're going to see how the track and the cars actually handle. There hasn't been a really long enough run to see that yet.
So Tyler Gary in the 26 has actually led the most laps here tonight with 38 of them. Next closest would be Cozy, who's led 20. And I think we have enough time. Let's take a peek here at the point standings. Mark Arthur has the points lead after Gilbert had a really great race last week, right up till the end, and then just not able to finish it off.
Yeah, that was kind of a bummer.
And Tyler Gary, you see him sitting in third, so your race leader third in points. That's a pretty good way to try and catch up. Travis Brown sitting in fourth, Blake Decker fifth, Ashton Schley sixth, Ryan Weshelewski, who I don't believe is even in race tonight, sitting in seventh. Ty Morosco, we've called his name. Corey Sherman, we've called his, and Noah Van Hoot. And Noah is on track. Now he's running 11th. And that is the way the points are.
You know, when you have this many cautions, it starts to get into your head as a driver. You know, your head starts to become a little bit more on a swivel. You're always paranoid what's going to happen behind you. Kind of messes with your head a little bit.
That does, and man, it's too bad. Because this is actually a good race. It's tough when there's this many cars on this track. It's so small. All right, 26 hits it. He's off. The 88, Kilroe on the inside. He's trying to defend against Blake Decker on the outside in the 92. And we're under caution again. Sam Baumgarten, something happened with that car.
And they're still wrecking.
And he is on pit road. They're still wrecking out on track. Short track racing here at the Paperclip. So 7 drivers have only come down pit road one time. When we go back to green flag conditions, we're going to be past halfway. If you use the first 100 laps as kind of a measuring stick, would you come down pit road and fill her up?
You know, at this point, I might take the chance. I mean, they've been out on track long enough to where, you know, they used up a little bit of fuel. They've used up a little bit of tires. Oh, and I'm getting reports that Sam Baumgarten, his screen froze up.
Oh.
Yeah, that's bad. I mean, that's, you know, technical difficulties is something you can't predict.
And certainly I am no one to talk when it comes to technical difficulties after the way this one started here tonight, but man, that's a shame. And it always happens in the worst possible moments. I've had it happen to me a couple of times. It's always going into or coming out of a corner, cars all around you, there's nothing you can do. You just hope you don't take out somebody's night.
At best case scenario, you take yourself out, then that's it.
So the 19 car is being scored a lap down. That's Ryan Wash actually being scored. No, he's being scored at the end of the tail. There's something going on tonight.
Tail end of the lead lap is what you meant?
Tail end of the lead lap. Blah, I'll get that out. But he's ahead of Tyler Gary. And
he actually got tagged as the caution was coming out, so that messed with him a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, lights are out on the pace car. We're gonna go restart one more time.
All right, so we've got Gary and Kilrow starting on the front row. And these two have had some fantastic restarts. This one could be a good battle. Gary just mashes a pedal. He's gone. Kilrow is on the outside, and I think he missed the go. I don't know if he didn't, maybe he didn't see the green flag flying.
Yeah, it's like he caught everybody napping again, and he is out to a good lead.
Yeah, almost a second already after only 2 laps. He's moving.
Yeah, he is, and Dalton Kilrow is kind of caught on the outside, and he's losing positions real fast.
Yeah, Kilrow not had under caution again. Looks like we had maybe 3 cars involved with that one. Keeping an eye on the 85. The 85 got a little loose coming out of the corner. Hooked the 97, and then a few other callers were involved as well. And that brings out caution number 12.
Yep, if I can just check my stats here to see who's led the most laps, and yep, it is the pace car.
Well, let's take a peek. Yes, you're absolutely right.
So these guys just need to settle down. There's still, 93 laps of racing left to go. Which may not seem like a lot here, but it's still a lot. And they can get a lot done if they can just settle down and get into a groove.
Hey, figure 90 laps, it's 45 miles.
Yeah.
And a lot can be decided in 45 miles. So you're absolutely right. Lots of racing to go if they can just settle down and pick their spots.
Yep, you got to know when it's okay to try to go for a pass and when it's not. And it seems like they're just not backing out enough to give people room to race. And if they can do that, they're going to be on a long green flag run.
Yeah, it's so important here on short tracks. You cannot assume a braking point if you just got behind somebody. You got to kind of take them a lap or two and kind of figure when they're hitting the brakes, figure out how you think it's best to get around them, and then make the move. But Blake Decker, the top 3 changes every time. This is actually okay. So you got Gary Decker and Kilrow, your top 3 now.
Cozy in 4th, Lee Olson in 5th, Kyle Gibbert and Travis Brown. Travis Brown has stuck around the top 5, top 10 all night. And Mark Arthur up to 8th.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the end of Arthur yet in this race.
Oh no,
but
definitely
I guarantee you he would love some green flags.
Speaking of green flags, and again, Tyler Gary out to a big jump.
Yeah, Kilrow on the inside. Oh, Blake Decker got really tight going into turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, he overdrove that corner hard. Oh, and they're just crashing into each other.
They are making him pay. Blake Decker back to 6, and further back we've got another one. Boy, let's see. Is that Noah? Yeah, Noah Van Hout. Let's go take a peek. So that one looks like the 36 car started it. Aaron Ramon. And the 4 car ends up on the roof, spins it finally back down on all 4.
Yeah, it looked like the 36 had the inside position, and the 66 of Corey Sherman came down on him.
And the problem with that is there's only so much room on this track.
Yeah, exactly. You have to give people room here. You just do. You know, when you try to bulldoze your way through, this is what happens.
All right, so we had a few laps under green in the top 3, just like it has been doing. Actually, we're going to go with the top 5 this time, is all changed. Tyler Gary up front, your race leader. Lee Olson in the 72 is in 2nd. Michael Cozy Jr. is sitting in 3rd place right now. Travis Brown sitting in 4th place right now. Kyle Gilbert has worked his way back up to 5th place. These are cars that we haven't talked about in a long time. With all the cautions, it has taken them forever, it seems, to get back up to the front. But we're talking about some of the early front runners of this one.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, and the problem when you don't have a long green flag run is that you never get a chance to catch back up.
Taking a look at some of the notes I have here, and I'm looking at the 1 car, Ty Marasco. Ty has been out on track for 91 laps.
Well, and he's still in the top 10, so, you know, his strategy is working to this point.
Well, my point to that was a green flag run is supposed to be about 70 laps on fuel.
Right.
He's gone 91 laps, which is far and above the 70 a fuel run should take him. And he's still out there. Didn't even think about coming down pit road.
No, and my guess is...
That's the effect of the cautions.
Yeah, with 63 caution laps, now 64, it's, yeah, you're saving fuel. It, you know, the old rule of thumb is that, you know, you get 2 laps under caution for every lap of green.
Well, we'll keep an eye on that 1 car because eventually those tires are going to fade no matter how many caution flaps we've had. So.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Well, we're going green again. Gary Olson, Cozy Brown, and Gary is out again. Olson on the 72, he is on the outside. It looks like Michael Cozy Jr. trying to stick it in, but can't do it. Backs off, gives Lee Olson room to run in that 72. Josie, Brown, Gilbert, third, fourth, and fifth, all battling for position. We have a car going around. That's Travis McChesney. Stops on the race surface. That should be bringing out a yellow, but it hasn't.
Yeah, that really surprises me. Yeah, there it
is.
Couldn't get it started in time. He's still stuck on the track.
'85 still out there. Hasn't been able to move that car.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here.
You see the damage. That 85 is beat up.
Yeah, I think all four corners have been hit.
Well, with that, McChesney goes down 3 laps. Something must have been going on, you know, pedals, steering wheel, something.
Yeah, I'm not sure, because he was stuck there. He tried to get going, and then just stopped. You know, we're on lap 122 now, and given the history of this race with the amount of cautions, somebody comes down now to fill up, they may not have to come back to pit road again.
Yeah, well, we've kind of talked about that because now Ty Marasco, he's been out for 98 laps. He's almost been out there for 100 laps. And, you know, Keith, you're right. And the thing about coming down pit road now is maybe somebody else would have to come down. You get positioned there. The only issue that I would have is it's probably going to put you back in the pack, and we've seen that that's kind of the danger area.
And, you know, the longer you stay out, the more you risk having to come into the pits under green, and that, at this track, is can be a disaster.
Oh, absolutely. You're at least going a lap down, and the other side of that is you're coming down when the car tells you to at that point, not when you want to.
Exactly right.
Well, the pace car lights are off, so nobody's going to be coming down pit road now. The 26, Tyler Gary, up front. Lee Olson in the 72 on the outside of the front rows. 78 of Michael Causey is running third, and Kyle Gilbert fourth. Decker and Duggan make up the third row. And the 26 goes. We're back under green flag. 26 with a really nice jump. The 72 actually really nice restart as well.
Yeah, it makes a nice move on the outside to keep second.
Well, the 66 starts to go around, and he just touched Mark Arthur.
Big wreck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus Mark Arthur makes 6. The 0-1 involved. That's Travis Brown. We'll go back and take a look at that one as they got stacked up hard. And this one started way up in the pack. The 01 almost hit the roof, but didn't.
Came close, though.
Yeah, I think the only thing that stopped it was maybe the spoiler, because that 01 was going around.
You know, that was just people attempting to go 3 wide.
Well, what happened, Mark Arthur got hit, and he had to slow down a little bit. As we got some cars coming down pit road, he had to slow down a little bit, and that, of course, stacked everybody up. You don't have any room on this track.
No, you don't. You can't get around anything.
So as soon as they saw him getting stacked up, everybody was in avoidance mode, and we see 6 cars stopped on track, 1 almost on the roof. We've got a bunch of cars on pit road right now.
Yeah, you know, and some of these people maybe coming down because they have no choice but to use that reset. Maybe, you know, get their last fuel in because we're at 70 to go. Which means, in theory, you can make it all the way to the end with the gas if you come in and fill up.
Yeah, one of the vehicles to come down pit road and use the reset is the 12 car of Mark Arthur. So,
who is now shown in 15th place.
Probably going to see a lot of newish looking cars out there amongst the bent and torn up scrap metal that is rolling around this track right now. And aerodynamics is not really a thing here, but if you get enough damage, certainly you got some steering issues you're dealing with. The way the car is tracking can be off, so probably not a bad move to go ahead and use that reset at this point.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You know, it gets to the point where the car is too damaged to be effective on the track.
Lights go off on the pace car. This has been caution number 15. We've had 78 caution laps, 69 laps to go, 4 different lead changes. It's actually starting to get down to the wire, you got to think.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if you have a full tank, you don't have to stop again, and that could play to your advantage.
Kyle Gilbert in 8th position is the first car on track that just used the pits. But Tyler Gary up front says, hey, guys, I don't need them. I'm up here. My car is clean.
Yeah.
And just like that, under caution again, Van Hoot in the 4. And I oh boy, I missed who it was with him. I'll go back and take a peek. Oh, you see the 4 car gets real tight, hits the wall. That's going to stack them up. We've talked about that. The 28, really no place to go. 85 comes in, just a little light tap. And that put us under caution one more time. $16 different cautions for 80 laps so far.
It looks like the 19 car of Ryan Wash has put the car behind the wall.
We had 29 cars start this one. 22 are still out on track. 19 are still on the lead lap. Last car on the lead lap, Kevin Foster in the 83, coming down pit road for service. You see that car heavily damaged. Either he's already used his reset, and it looks like he may have, because that car is in for repairs. Dalton Kilrow, one of the gentlemen who have led here tonight, he's led 18 laps, and the cars looked about like that all night long.
Doesn't seem to be affecting the performance much, though. He's still in fourth.
Yeah, no, aerodynamics, again, not a thing here, but that left front fender looks like it's about ready to fall off.
It might help it, who knows?
Yeah, it might. Lighten it right up.
Exactly.
Pace car lights are off. We're gonna go green flag racing here again. Tyler Gary, he's silently led quite a bit of laps here. 83.
Yeah, he's led. Yeah, 83 laps he's led. I mean, he's gotten out to great jumps every single time he's restarted, so.
We'll see if he can do it again. As he mashes the pedal, a little bit of a wiggle there that time, but not enough to disrupt that 26 car. Blake Decker in the 92 follows him into turns 1 and 2. The 72 of Olsen gets a little on the tight side, able to save it.
And Taylor Fry also, he got way out there.
Fry in the 91 on the outside, not comfortable there. He was looking to go back into the inside, but the 09 Tyler Duggan was already there. No contact. Great driving between those two drivers there. Door to door going into the corner. And it looks like this time the 09 has the advantage. The 91 now has to contend with Ashton Slice in the 68. Ashton dives in and doesn't have the momentum there. Dives in again. Ashton Slice trying to get around the 91 car. Can't seem to do it yet. Taylor Frey really putting on a battle on that outside line. And that time, Slice able to get around. Frey down in position. Slice up to 9th.
The outside is a very bad place to be in this track.
Ty Masco, there he is in the 1 car. He did finally He did hit pit road. He's been on these tires for only 15 laps. It's got to feel like a brand new car for him. Mark Arthur with a big wiggle. Holy cow. Able to gather it back up, but that one almost went around on him. I think he used the 1 car to kind of save himself.
Use what's available to you at the time.
8 tires supplying the grip to get around that last corner for the 12 machine.
And meanwhile, Tyler Gary is out to... No, and the caution's out again for the 4 car.
And that car is torn up. That right fender beat in. We've got a car smoking. We'll go back and take a peek. The 17 just touched the 4. Oh boy. And then it went bad from there. The 83 barrel rolling.
Yeah, 83 took the brunt of that one.
And I think that motor may have expired on the 83 car.
Yeah, he is in the pits and not moving much. You know, at this point, I'm just going to say there is no more strategy other than survival. Nobody should have to come to pit road anymore just because, except as I say that, Tyler Gary in the pits.
Had to give it up. He had 90 laps on his tires. And yes, I get it. Most of them were probably under caution. But why take that chance? He's got one of the cleaner cars out there. You've got some cars that are a lap down. You're not going to lose that much here. You may as well come down, get some tires.
Get enough gas in there to get to the end and not have to worry about it for the rest of the race. You know, the disadvantage that he's going to start somewhere probably 18th. And he's going to have about 50 laps to get back up to the front.
Lap 17 here. Or excuse me, no, not lap 17, caution 17. 86 different caution laps. We got 52 laps to go. 5 different lead changes between 4 drivers. And how does that work? Well, Michael Causey Jr. in the 78, who started this one off up front, is up front again.
And right next to him, Travis Brown, our pole sitter. I'd say something about the circle of life.
Just don't start singing.
No. I will not do that. I will scare people away.
Pace cars in. Michael Causey has to try and remember what it's like to see the green flag first, to see is up front in the 78 machine. He controls the field, gets around 4, hits it going straight, and they're off. Kyle Gilbert follows Causey and takes over second. Travis Brown in the 01 relegated to third. The battle right behind them. Dalton Kilroe and Tyler Duggan battling it out for 4th place. Behind them, you see Mark Duggan and Ashton Schließ. Mark Arthur with a pretty aggressive line there. Kind of cut the nose off from Schließ, but able to get away with it that time.
Well, and they're getting to the point where they're running out of laps, so, you know, if you have anything for the leaders, you have to make your move now.
Yeah, now is the time. You're absolutely right. Ooh, Kilroe goes around. And a bunch of them go around.
Big one, number 3.
And the 88 car, not happy. It is tracking the wrong way.
Yeah,
Going sideways.
He took a hit.
Now, the first time I ever saw this on iRacing was actually last week. And it was Mark Arthur's car that was doing this. This week, Dalton Kilroe not tracking right, bringing it down pit road. I don't know if he has, I'm going to look. I don't know if he's used his quick repair or not. We're going to find out.
I don't know.
Ooh,
no, he didn't, because his car is nice and clean now.
Yeah, Kilroe has a brand new car under that 88 machine.
But unfortunately, he's going to have to start at the back of the lead lap.
45 laps to go. And yeah, Ken, I think you're probably right.
That's Keith, by the way.
No. I'm talking to Ken in Chatland.
No! My bad. Sorry. It's just been one of those kind of nights, you know?
It really has. At least I haven't called you Rick.
That's true, you haven't. Very good.
And caution number 18 here. It's been a rough one for sure. But with 44 laps to go, we're getting ready to decide this one. When the racing has been green, it has been very good racing. Again, thank you to Foul Zone for sponsoring this series. It's the K&N series. Blazing Pedals by Foul Zone. Cozy, Gilbert, your front row. Gilbert to the outside, Cozy to the inside, and Cozy gets it going in the 78 machine. Gilbert on the outside. It's Travis Brown in third, and Gilbert had enough room to work his way there, so Gilbert putting the pressure on the 78 right now. Holy cow.
Yeah, he's definitely not getting away like in previous starts, that's for sure. Don't ever count Travis Brown out. He's in third, and he is in a position to capitalize on anything right now.
Mark Arthur, I was going to say, is in, ooh, it's tapped by the one car. And they're wrecking behind him still. I was going to say, Arthur had moved up pretty well. He was in 6th place.
He was in 6th, yep.
Arthur,
we got a few more people coming into pit road right now too.
Yeah, and Arthur is one of them. That gives us time. I think we're going to do a quick little intermission. We'll be right back. And we are back. Caution 19. We've had 95 caution laps, 38 laps to go. 5 different lead changes. Michael Cozy Jr. is in first place. Gilbert second. Ashton Shalise has worked his way up to third. Really nice run from Ashton in that 68 machine. Tyler Duggan in the 09 car running in fourth, and Tyler Gary in the 26. Remember just 16 laps ago, he came out into the pits. He was leading the race. We're like, well, he's going to start kind of far back in the field, but maybe he's got to. Yeah, he's running 5th.
Yep, never count him out. He's been a dominant car all night.
We'll finish off the top 10. Van Hout in 6th place. Dalton Kilroad 7th. Ian Haybuck in 8th. Ty Morosco 9th. And Blake Decker in the 92 machine currently running 10th. Mark Arthur went from 6th to 16th under that caution. And we're getting lined up to go again. The 78 has control. Gilbert on the outside. decent restart for the top 3 cars, really. So they're all kind of nose to tail.
And look at Tyler Gary just passing everybody.
Man, Gary in that 26. He was the leader for 92 of the laps here tonight. We're under caution again. This one from the 1 car, Ty Morosco.
It looks like he had a little help from the 92.
We'll go back and take a peek. Yeah, Blake Decker just kind of got into the back of him a little bit, and it's amazing how much worse your brakes work when somebody does that. Well, we've done it.
What did we do?
Caution number 20. 99 laps. 32 laps ago, we've had 5 lead changes between 4 drivers. Tyler Gary in the 26 has led the most here of 92. And he's sitting right now in 3rd spot, looking to try and make his way to the front. That's it. I'm not going to bring it out anymore.
Nope.
Take the opportunity to thank everybody who's watching and typing there in chat. Thank you for coming out to MaxSpeedTV tonight. It's been wild, it's been crazy, and if you like accidents, this has been the one for you. Alright, Keith, pace car lights are off. We're going to go green flag racing again. And it's been a pretty good battle up front between Cozy and Gilbert. And now we're going to add one more. Tyler Gary up there, sitting in 3rd spot in that 26 car.
They have to be a little nervous about that.
He's led 92 of the laps here tonight. So he knows how to get around this thing, and he has a heck of a good start. The 26 car follows Cozy. He is on the inside of Gilbert now.
He's not letting that go.
Oh, we got one getting into the wall. Crash avoidance time. We stay under green so far. I believe that may have been the 68 car of Ashton Schleiss as I see him dropping through the field.
Yeah, he's all the way down to 18.
Oh no, Gary and Gilbert get into it. Gary and Gilbert make contact. Gilbert almost went around but saved it. And we are under caution. We're going to keep it right here. That may have been what brought out the caution flag. That Gilbert's car went sideways enough. I believe that iRacing may have picked up on that and threw the yellow.
You said you were going to bring it out anymore. You lied.
I didn't bring it out. The flagman did.
Well, he should stop that.
He should stop that. Lap 176 of 200.
Well, the good news for Cozy is that he's still in the lead. The bad news is that Gary's in second.
Yeah, I'm not sure anybody wants him to be on the front row, but it's going to happen right now. As we're going to have a really, really good fight on our hands between Cozy and Gary. All in all, look, there's been a lot of cautions. There's been a lot of caution laps. But we started 29 drivers here tonight. And of those 29, 23 are still out on track, or now I'll make it 21. We got 2 in the pits getting service. That's really not that bad.
No, it's not.
Looks like Mark Arthur has worked his way back in the top 10.
Yep, he's in 9th place. He's had an up and down kind of day. He gets up there and something happens to put him back, but he just keeps fighting.
Well, he's got a lot to fight for. He came into this one the points leader.
All right, well, the pace car lights are off again.
When will Tyler Gary go? This one could actually decide this race.
Yeah, it could. Because Gary
goes, and Gilbert goes right along with him. Gary and Gilbert got a really good restart. Excuse me, Cozy and Gilbert. Whew. Gary is sitting in 3rd now. He was able to get around, or Gilbert able to get around Gary. So it's Cozy, Gilbert, and Gary, and they battle again.
Sounds like a good law firm.
I don't know if it's a law firm or maybe auto insurance.
There you go, auto insurance.
Gary dives down to the inside, trying to take it away from Gilbert. Not able to do it that time, but he'll keep that one in the back of the mind. 19 laps to go.
Cozy's got a little bit of a lead now over Gilbert, but Gary's doing everything he can to get around him.
Yeah, I think Gary might actually be faster than the 2 cars ahead of him. It's just a matter of passing them. So
well,
hard
this
to
track
do
is
here.
very hard to pass.
Yeah.
Very hard. Oh, and the 66 car hard into the wall brings out the caution.
Corey Sherman makes contact with the wall. Heavy damage to that 66 machine. But like we've said, damage, it doesn't matter here.
Not really.
Look at your leader. I don't think the only straight panel on that thing is the roof, and even that's suspect.
Yeah, yeah, something may have hit it. Who knows? I mean, it's hard to tell. Same thing with Kyle Gilbert. He's got damage all over the place.
Yeah, if we're looking for a clean car at this point in this race,
don't bother.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to find it.
No. Well, the pace car.
Still clean. All the lights still working. I found one. Ty Marasco must have just used his reset because that car is beautiful.
Yeah, look at that shiny thing. That'll change. Yeah, it looks like Corey Sherman took the car behind the wall.
I found another one. Ashton Shalise, who's been kind of up and down in the standings tonight. He's been up in the top 5, currently running in 12th, but he's got a clean car. Brian Dees, very clean car. And we talked about it at the very beginning of the race. Family friend Phyllis, diagnosed with breast cancer. Phyllis, good luck to you in your battle.
Yeah, we're all thinking about you.
Tyler Duggan in the 09 machine, pretty clean. So there are some clean cars out there. I didn't think I was going to see any.
Me neither. But there's still 12 laps left. I mean, anything can happen.
All right, cars are lined up 2 by 2. Pace car lights are off. Pace car leads them down into 1 and 2. As we get ready to go again, we're going to have 10 laps to go when we go green.
And this time Tyler Gary is on the inside.
Gary's on the inside. Gilbert's on the outside. Inside, second row. The 26 of Gary, excuse me, Cozy is their leader in the 78. I don't know if that's what I said, so I'll just assume I didn't. Cozy up front. Yeah, battle for second. Right now, Gary has it.
Oh, and I thought he was going to try to dive bomb for the lead, but he thought better of it.
And it's a good thing he did because Cozy shut the door on him. The 78 wants to win this one.
9 laps to go. Gary, you know, you have to almost think that there's only a couple of laps left because you're going to think another caution is going to come out to end the race.
The way this night has gone, I'd be shocked if that wasn't the case, but these guys are going hard right now under green.
And Cozy is doing a very good job keeping out in front of Gary. Gilbert right behind in third.
Yeah, then it's Decker and Travis Brown. Travis Brown has led a few laps here tonight. Mark Arthur back up to 6th place. Mark Arthur, your current points leader.
Top 3 have separated themselves out by almost a second. Oh, Travis Brown gets into the grass. Brown hits the outside wall in turn 2.
Oh, and there's a big one.
Oh, what a mess.
Dalton Kilroe involved with that one. Travis Brown.
That might end the race.
With 5 laps to go, it'll either end it or leave us with maybe 1.
I'm hoping for 1.
This race has been a complete battle from the drop of the initial green flag. The caution has been flown several times. Cozy, your leader in the 78, has led 70 laps. The driver behind him, Tyler Gary, in the 26, has led 92. Two other drivers have led this one. And I would really hate to see this one end under caution, but it would almost be fitting at this point. Cozy started second place tonight. He is your leader. He's led 72 laps here tonight, and he may very well lead the most important one.
Yeah, we're coming to the white flag. Yeah, this race is over.
It's going to be over.
Michael Cozy coming home as your top survivor.
This time across the start-finish line will make it official. Your winner tonight, Michael Cozy Jr. Tyler Gary, Kyle Gilbert round out the top three here, and this one has been wild from the get-go. I said I wasn't going to do it, but now curiosity is getting the better of me. 23 cautions, 119 laps under the yellow, 5 different lead changes between 4 drivers, and that's what brought the 78, and he's celebrating hard right now.
Doing a little drifting action there.
That was beautiful.
Kind of dirt tracking it there. That's impressive.
That's not bad, you know.
Yeah.
You go 100 miles on this track and you have the energy to whip that thing around. It's pretty good. What do you say we do a couple little interviews here?
Yeah, let's bring him on up.
So we're going to start with the driver of the number 58 machine. That's Kyle Gilbert. Kyle, this is Chris and Keith up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
I got you.
Hey, man, you ended up bringing that 58 machine home in 3rd place. It was a wild race. Give me your views. I want to know what it was like out there.
It was pure chaos. Just some of these guys, they don't know how to give and take. The guy that finished in front of me, he was one of the worst. But I'm gonna stop myself there. But yeah, after that incident where Cozy got flat out dumped, people behind us didn't know how to check up, and I got turned there, and I fought the whole race to catch back up.
Oh, and catch up you did, ending this one under yellow flag, which, you know, I said kind of during the broadcast, kind of fitting, unfortunately, the way this one went tonight. But you did end up in 3rd. Is there anybody out there you want to thank?
I'd just like to thank my teammates at Rebellion Racing. Gotta congrats Cozy on winning that. He had to work through the field like me. I'm just glad he was able to hold off the record there.
All right, that's the driver of the number 58 machine. And Kyle Gilbert, I'm not sure. I think you were right there. I'm going to put you there. So Kyle Gilbert bringing it home in 3rd. we've got, who do we got next? Tyler Gary is right there. Let's get him up here if we can.
Yep, he's here.
Oh, you got him. That's why. Okay, well, I messed it up. There you go, Keith. You can take this one.
Hey, Tyler, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
You know, I probably already know the answer to this, but what was the racing like out there tonight?
It wasn't great, really. I mean, when we got going on the green, it was pretty good, but it was way too many cautions.
Yeah, I mean, did you even have a long enough green flag run to figure out how the car was handling it all?
We got one at the beginning that was pretty good, around like lap 20 to lap 50, whatever that was. That was a pretty good run. And it felt good then. I felt good at the end when I drove through the field after my pit stop, but yeah.
Yeah, it looked like you were, catching right up to the back of Cozy there, but you couldn't quite keep with him at the end.
Yeah, I was doing my best to driving in as hard as I could, keeping on the bomb and try to get a good exit off to keep up with him. Just couldn't get to his bumper.
All right, well, who do you got to thank tonight for your second place?
I think Savage Edge, Lucky Duck Pizza, and teammates that we make runs and bad racing, and you guys are broadcasting and dealing with these rough races that we have sometimes.
All right, well, go celebrate. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, that's the driver of the 26 machine, Tyler Gary, coming home second tonight, and that leaves us with but one driver. And
I got him.
Looking for him. You're looking for him. Okay, you got him. It's the driver of the number 78 machine, and you could barely read the numbers on the door when this one was done. Michael Cozy, do you have a copy?
I'm hitting the right button. What's up?
Hey, bud. Hey, listen, congratulations, number one. It's pretty cool. You came home first place. Tell me about the race.
That was pretty bad. I don't know if you guys were watching. It was pretty bad. Well, I mean, this is like my favorite track. This is probably one of my better cars. So I felt like I should have won last week, and I wasn't taking no for an answer today. They're still talking over here, but yeah, it was bad, man. I got like punted out of the lead like early in the race for the 26 car, and then I got in a couple of other little incidents. I had nose damage. I had like a minute or so of damage most of the race. I never took my reset, so I was down a little bit of power, but the car was still good, man. It was still turning good enough, so yeah, it just came down to the end there. I was surprised the 26 stayed out as long as he did. And I came down in short pit and started coming up through the field on those fresh tires faster than, he stayed out there for quite a while. So that's all it really was. I mean, there's so many darn cautions that, I just wanted to come down and get my tires, hopefully not crash, get through the field, get my track position, and then just never pit again. So I tried to pit as little as I possibly could tonight, and worked out.
Yeah, well, you led 74 laps of the 200 here tonight, and you looked okay doing it, man. I would have loved some more green flag, as I'm sure everybody else on track would have loved. But sometimes listen, it's short track racing, and this is the product of that from time to time. Hey, listen, but you came in first. You got anybody you want to thank for that?
Jeez. Hey, it's going to take me a minute. First of all, I'd like to thank my primary sponsor, Indie Racing Images. You can check them out at IndieRacingImages.com. This is going to take a minute. I got to thank my man Dennis. I gotta thank my man Travis, who is also my teammate tonight. Cameron Kane, Hunter King, Miss Craft. We got Steven on there. We got the Rick Allen. Shout out to my man Newton for helping me out with a lot of my paint schemes. I always forget him. Jared, we got Motorsports Games, JJ Gaming, Matthew Hibbard, What If Racing, Spreet, my man Nastude, Tyler Diggin. He was actually in the race tonight. It was good to see him. Ellis Field on the back. We got Blake Walker with the Chad Fincham logo, and we got Tiny on the back as well with Brett, and we got Kevin Blanche on the deck lid. So thanks to all my sponsors, and I got to thank all my teammates, Mark, and I thank who else? I just kind of sit in the room with everybody, but Gilbert, and I think it was my man Schleiss. I met him tonight, so it was good running with those guys. Thanks for broadcasting. Thanks to all the admins and everything for keeping everybody straight. So appreciate everybody, and it was a lot of fun. Glad we finally got a win. I felt like we deserved.
Yeah, it looked great out there, man. And again, congratulations. It's time to go celebrate.
Absolutely. Let's get it.
All right, that was race winner Here tonight, Michael Cozy Jr. And man, I guess that just about does it for us tonight, Keith. It was a wild one tonight, and I can't thank you enough for coming out and helping me get through this one.
Yeah, my pleasure to be here. It was definitely a wild run. Yeah, the only reason anybody had a clean car left is they used that reset. Everybody else was pretty tore up.
Yeah, and again, that's just the product of short track racing. And
For sure.
Hey, you'll have that. Guys, thank you all for coming out, watching us here on MaxSpeedTV. It was a long one tonight, so if you sat through the whole thing, thank you very much. And again, Keith, thank you. Rick, get yourself better, and everybody have a good night.